Okay, this is our blessing, you guys. I just lit a bay leaf. And I just lit a pumpkin candle. And you know, this is the perfect time of year, this perfect season, because pumpkins are symbolic of money. Pumpkins are a masculine energy, so it's a very active force, and it's symbolic of abundance, okay? So this is the perfect time to light your pumpkin candles and activate them with abundance and with the intention of abundance, okay? Okay, y'all, now I'm sealing this artwork that I was guided to do on our behalf for our abundance, okay? Our harvest. I actually anointed it with some pomegranate. Pomegranates are symbolic of money. It's a masculine fruit, masculine energy. It's also symbolic of the male semen. So it's symbolic of life and money, okay? It's also used as a fertility symbol. Now what I suggest is crack yourselves a pomegranate, and the very first seed that you eat, concentrate on money and abundance and eat that pomegranate. Eat those seeds and think of the abundance within that fruit. Okay? All right, you guys. Okay, you guys. Now, there's nothing more powerful for abundance than the magic wabbit himself, Piero. Mwah. Let's give Piero some time in front of our painting. Abundance for us all. Hello, my bunnies. Welcome officially to your pick a card reading. This reading is for, will you be a million/billionaire? Okay? Now, this is a 2-pile pick a card, and the first pile is the white wabbit. Okay? The second pile is the blue wabbit. All right? Are you going to take the white pill or the blue pill? Okay? All right, my bunnies. Let's get cracking. Okay, for those of you who chose pile number 1. All right, my bunnies, let's get started. Card number 1. The Empress. Fantastic. What's crossing? The 2 of Swords. The Foundation. The Tower reversed. Okay. What's leaving? The Knight of Swords. What is crowning? The Chariot. What is coming? The Ace of Cups. Yes. You, the Querent, the Queen of Swords. Possibly some of you are Aquarians or Geminis or Libras. If not, then you have those heavy placements in your chart. Okay. Our environment, the 3 of Pentacles. Work. Our hopes and fears, the 2 of Rods or the 2 of Wands in the traditional. And the outcome, Justice. Great. Wow, you guys. Okay, my bunnies, let's get into this. Let's start out with the central card, the Empress. Okay, pile number 1. The Empress is the card of fertility, abundance, creative abundance, business ventures. Can also mean actual fertility, like actual pregnancy, but this is a money reading, so What I'm being told right now is that you guys have, oh my gosh, my rabbit just started biting on my table. Sorry about that, you guys. You guys have abundance that is destined to you. That is destined to you by your ancestors in the spiritual realms. Okay? But there's been a lot of opposition in your life that's been trying to keep that abundance from you in the form of humans, people. And that's why what's crossing you is the Two of Swords. You see, I think pile number one, you guys are kind of blind to this. There's a sort of there's a blockage, somewhat of a blockage to this because of what you've been through, and that's being confirmed by what is at the foundation of this spread. That's the Tower reversed. Okay, pile number one, you guys have been through a lot in your life, a lot. But what this is telling me is the worst is over. But this is kind of the foundation of what you've been through, and kind of what is at the within the essence of your attraction, of your financial attraction. You understand? And it's important to understand that, because I believe that abundance is attained energetically. Everyone knows this. It's attained energetically first. So all these issues subconsciously that we have, how we've been conditioned, weighs heavily on how we attain that abundance. But what's really good about this pile number one, and I feel something very special about you guys are destined. You guys have a destiny to be millionaires, billionaires. Okay? Now, what's leaving you, what's behind, is the Knight of Swords. And what I'm being told is this is a version of you. Pile number one, you guys are going through a process right now of great alchemical change, transmutation. You guys are elevating from a knight into something more. Okay? And because I'm looking over at the other cards over to the right, which we're going to get to, that's what this is indicative of, and I'll explain that when we get there. Now, what's crowning is the Chariot. This is fast movement, you guys. And there's also a moon cycle involved with this too. But in the traditional, it shows this emperor on his chariot with the two horses that are symbolic of the two polarities, feminine, masculine, positive, negative. And it's a balancing act, and he is making great progress. And that's what's coming for you guys within your guys' mind, within your subconscious mind. All the shit that you've been through in your life, this stuff, being crossed like this, being blinded and crossed, having your abundance kind of blocked from you, going through all this shit in your life, tower moments after tower moments, being betrayed, being belittled, being rejected, all that stuff is behind you now. That's why the tower's upside down at the foundation of this. And, this version of you having to fight, this night, things are going to start changing. You're going to, because within the mental realms, which is what's crowning you, within the etheric realms, you are making great strides, okay? You're moving fast. And what's coming up, you guys, is the Ace of Cups. There it is. I want you guys to look at this chalice of the sun. This is complete abundance, you guys. And I'm getting chills when I'm feeling this right now for you guys. Pile number one. Yes. And what I was saying about the Knight of Swords, what's behind you, that you're changing to something else, because this is the card that's representing you, pile number one, the Queen of Swords. Okay. Now look at the similarity. This is the same character, right? Watch. Look at the story here. See the Two of Swords, which is crossing the Empress. Here's your story. You are the Empress. Okay, this is who you are destined to be. This is your birthright. Now you've been crossed. There are you again, blindfolded, crossed, defensive, having to defend yourself, having to fight and stave off, opposers. And then this Knight of Swords, and here's the sword again within the Chariot. See? You've had to struggle and fight a lot in your life. Pile number one. I relate. And here you are, the Queen of Swords. You're not blindfolded anymore. You see clearly. You see? She's not like this anymore. You're like this now. You have your staff, your sword, held firmly in this bouquet of roses. It's a very deep symbolism there, by the way, the rose. Very deep Yahushua, Rosicrucian symbolism there. And you are looking straight ahead. You can see right through every SOB, and you have your sword upright, and that's the sword of truth, okay? Now, your environment is the Three of Pentacles. That means work and collaboration. Upon number one, you are going to come, what I'm being told is you are going to be meeting up with your soul tribe, your business associates who are going to be on the same energetic mission as you. This is starseed. This is a starseed spread. Pile number one, you are a fellow starseed. You have great things ahead of you, and you are destined to be a million/billionaire because you are destined in this new frontier that we're entering, the age of Aquarius. You are destined to help people. Okay? Now, your hopes and fears. That's the Two of Rods, the Two of Wands. Again, that means prospects. You see, this guy has this rosy world in his hands. That means looking forward to future business ventures, you guys. You guys are going to be entrepreneurs of some sort, whether it be in the arts, whether it be within the spiritual community, business, e-commerce, you name it. This is a new frontier we're entering, and there's a lot of opportunity, okay? And you guys, what I'm really getting with this pile is it's going to be collaboration. You guys are going to become in contact with your soul family, okay? And what is the outcome is justice. See what's happening, you guys? Pile number one, this is justice. You guys are going to be very wealthy, millionaires/billionaires, okay? And it's possible. Do not let the limiting belief that, only other people can become millionaires and billionaires, because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay? I want you guys to really know that. Because this is yours, you guys. This is your destiny, your birthright. Take it. Take it. This is justice for what you've been through. Pile number one. The shit that people have put you through. Okay? This bullshit. Okay? Having to live like this for so many years of your life. Having to live like this, bound. When your birthright, what you were born as an empress. Now, whether you're male, female, this is energetically, okay? So it doesn't matter whether you're male, female. Pile number one, you know who you are. And this, to become a millionaire, billionaire, is justice. Take it. I want you guys to take it. It's yours, okay? All right? All right. Let's get some advice from Archangel Michael, pile number one, on, what, whoop, okay. All right, two fell out. Let me take them. Oh, my God. I love it, you guys. I love you guys. This is great, my bunnies. A favorable outcome. Wow, let's read this, you guys, okay? Look at this. What were we saying about justice? Justice? The scales of justice being balanced in your favor, pile number one. Now look at this card. Look at Archangel Michael's card for you. That's the Archangel Michael. And what is he holding? The scales of justice, you guys. A favorable outcome. Let's read. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to the situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Wow. That's magnificent, you guys. I'm so happy for you. Now, 2 cards flew out, you guys. So, and here's the other one. Pay attention to your dreams. Look at that. Look at this beautiful masculine energy. It's so powerful. To read it. Thank you for, what's that word? For tucking me into bed at night and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep, Archangel Michael. I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this. Now, this is for you. Describe a specific situation. You guys should do this tonight before you go to bed. On a spiritual level, and give me guidance. Wow, Archangel Michael is calling you to call him into your dreams. Follow this prayer, you guys. Just pray to Archangel Michael in Yahushua's name and ask him to give you a sign. All right? I love this reading, you guys. Pile number 1, you guys are very special people, and you guys have a destiny. You guys have a fate. You guys were born here for a reason. You guys have a birthright, and I want you to claim it. Okay? In your soul right now. This is it. You guys, this is it. This is your life. Are you going to be a multi-million billionaire? Yes. Say yes. Pile number 1. Say it. Feel it. Okay? All right, you guys? Love you guys. Mwah. Namaste. Pile number 2. Welcome to your pick a card reading. Will you be a multi-million/billionaire? For those of you, my bunnies, who chose the blue bunny, who took the blue pill. Okay, let's get cracking. Card number 1. The 2 of Cups. That's soulmate card. Romantic card. What's crossing? The moon. Oh, okay. What's at the foundation? The 5 of Cups. Pile number 2. You guys are going through heartache. What is leaving you? The Knight of Rods or Knight of Wands. Possibly an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Or has those heavy placements in his or her chart. Or you do. What is crowning? Death. What is coming? 4 of Swords. You guys are going through something now. You, the querent, the sun. Yes. Your environment. The 6 of Wands or 6 of Rods. Yes. Your hopes and fears. 4 of Pentacles. And the outcome. The Hermit. Wow. Okay, pile number 2. You guys are going through heartache right now, is what I'm gathering. Or something along the lines of that. Some sort of, if it's not romantic, it could be business, association, or it could be a friendship. But I'm being told it's a love. Now, whether the situation is void as of yet, it might be coming because you're crossed by the moon. So there's a lot of secrecy, a lot of hidden stuff going on within whatever this connection is. This is supposed to be a monetary reading, a reading about fortune, a money reading, but pile number 2, there's love involved here, and it's being very blatant. It's at the central theme of this reading. Now, the foundation is the Five of Cups. That's why I keep on saying there's some sort of heartache going on, or some sort of breakup, some sort of split. Something has come to an end. And at your core, you're kind of mulling over this, fretting over it, ruminating about this, whatever this breakup was. Now, this could have been a breakup with a fire sign individual, or you are the fire sign individual, or one or both of you have heavy placements, fire placements in your charts. But it's the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Rods. That's kind of like the player card, also known as sort of Don Juan of the tarot. Some people refer to him as a shady business associate as well. It's just known as a very a social climber, someone who's really ambitious and will win at any costs. Now, what's crowning you is death, and that's what I'm saying. There's some sort of ending going on here, you guys. And it's something to do with the central theme of this reading, which is the Two of Cups, a partnership. And what I'm being told right now is you guys are going through a breakup, and this breakup is a big part of your finances, of your financial of your fortune, your financial fortune. Because what's coming up for you guys is the Four of Swords, which is respite, rest. You're going to rest after battle. It ties in with the Death card. After battle in medieval times, the knights would lay in a coffin like this, with their sword at their side, and ponder the fact that they're still alive, and what would it be like if they were dead. So it's very deep stuff, very deep symbolism. It's also symbolic of the Dark Night of the Soul. And that's what's going on here, pile number 2, Dark Night of the Soul. And I'm looking at the cards to the right, particularly the Outcome card. And that's what's indicating it here, and I'll explain that as we go along. But it's all good, because what's representing you is the sun. Okay, you have a great illumination coming up. You're being illuminated. Pile number 2. You're going through this breakup, and this breakup has triggered and has activated your Dark Night of the Soul, which is going to result in your true self, your illuminated self. You're going to be doing your shadow work, and you are going to rise. Once you do this shadow work, once you go through this dark night, you're going to arise victorious. 6 of Wands, 6 of Rods. Okay, victorious. But I'm sensing it's going to be definitely something you're going to accomplish on your own. I think there's a codependency, I'm being told here. You have to let go of this concept, this codependency concept. The Almighty is forcing you to become powerful within your own autonomy, not having to depend on some other or some sort of connection to make you feel complete. And that's being indicated by your hopes and fears, which is the Four of Pentacles. And I'm sensing that you guys are afraid of being alone. And you're not going to be alone. It's just you have to do this on your own. And what's the outcome is the Hermit. And that's what I was talking about when I was saying I was going to explain why this is a Dark Night of the Soul reading, because there it is. This is the card of the Dark Night of the Soul. You guys, okay, unlike pile number 1, which was a very deep reading, because it was a starseed reading, and they've been through it. In pile number 1, I'm just comparing it just to give you guys an example. You guys are similar in pile number 1, but you guys are, they're kind of ahead a little bit. They've already been through the dark night. Pile number 1 has. You, pile number 2, you guys, spiritually and energetically, you guys are younger. You guys have not gone through your dark night yet. And going through the dark night, if you listen to any entrepreneur or billionaire, and you hear their stories, they've all been through this, the dark night. We have to go through this process. It's an alchemical process to where we are capable of receiving that kind of abundance. I'm talking about like multi-millionaire, billionaire status abundance. There is requirements to attain that. especially if you have a destiny that you have a higher calling. Okay, pile number 2. Now, pile number 2. Let's get a card from Archangel Michael, and let's find out what his advice is on this. Okay, let's do this. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Okay, perfect. What was I saying, you guys? There's a relationship here. This is what's going on here. I know this is not a relationship reading, but this ties into your guys' abundance and to whether you guys are going to be a millionaire or a billionaire or not. See? Relationship. This is an unhealthy relationship, and I'm being told right now, as it's being downloaded, that you guys are in a codependent sort of relationship that you guys have kind of lost your identity in. I call it the two-headed blob syndrome, where people get stuck in these sort of romantic relationships, and they kind of lose their autonomy, and they become this two-headed blob, and they don't know where one ends or the other begins. It's really unhealthy, and it's blocking your fortune. So let's read this. Okay, Archangel Michael, what parts of my life do I need to focus on more closely right now? Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. You hear that, pile number 2? It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Pile number 2, what's being expressed here is, will you be a million/billionaire? Yes, you can, but you're going through a process right now, and it's yet to be determined. You have to let go of these unhealthy situations or whatever this kind of condition that you're in, and we all go through it, of this sort of codependency. It's blocking you because you're losing your focus, and you're veering off your path by getting caught up in this kind of stuff. Now, pile number 2, if you're not in a entanglement or in a situationship or some sort of misconnection or whatever it is, consider this. I think what's being told here is that you have an unhealthy connection to relationships, to that it's been holding you back because you lose your focus and you put all your energy in this kind of stuff, and this is not where your fortune lies. Okay, your fortune lies in your own power. And you need to go through your dark night. You need to get your lantern and heal yourself from your childhood traumas, your past traumas, all that stuff. Go online and look up every billionaire story. I mean, for everyone from Tony Robbins and all of them, they all go through their dark night, and they have it well documented. There comes a time where you have to purge out all this crap, all this codependency, trauma, all that stuff. It needs to be purged out before you can open the portals, and then you can see clearly, and you have the clarity to attain what is yours, what your goal is. Okay, pile number 2: will you be a million billionaire? Yes, you can. But you need to put in the work, you need to do the soul work, the shadow work, and go through your dark night of the soul and come through the abyss and rise like this, like the 6 of Wands, 6 of Rods, rise victoriously and be illuminated like the sun you are. And when you attain that, then pile number 2, you surely are on your way to being a multi-million billionaire. Okay? All right, pile number 2. All right, guys. Love you, bunnies. Mwah. Namaste.